Alright, so with graphics cards like this one being practically impossible to buy at MSRP, and with the ongoing chip shortage and the growing craze in crypto mining hurting PC builders and PC gamers both on the higher end as well as on the more affordable end of the spectrum, cloud gaming seems to be like a good option. Now, cloud gaming is nothing new. It's been, there in the past. It's been here for a long time. Nothing out of this planet. And we've all tried cloud gaming in the past in some form or the other, maybe on our phones or on our PCs. But cloud gaming in India is definitely new, especially subscription-based cloud gaming, something that you use like Netflix or Amazon Prime. And a new player has entered the field, introducing Antplay with in-house servers in Delhi backing up this service. They reached out to me and offered me to try their service for about 2 weeks. They gave me the credentials and here's my experience. So I tried Antplay as my main system for about 2 weeks, doing the things that I do on my in-house regular PC, like editing, gaming, and just basic stuff like even watching YouTube videos. And in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how my experience was with Antplay and everything you need to know to get started. Alright, so first up, I'm going to be hitting you guys with the pricing and the subscription plans. So you have two configurations in terms of the PC. You have a 4-core CPU and an 8-core Intel i5-11 Gen CPU, with both having 16 gigabytes of RAM. And the cheaper 4-core CPU version gets you 400 gigabytes of SSD storage, whereas the more expensive one gets you 512 gigabytes of SSD storage and a 1 terabyte hard drive. And you also get a GTX 1660 on the lower end and a RTX 3060 GPU on the higher end, and both of these PCs will give you a 50 megabits internet connection that you can use on the virtual machine. Now again, in terms of the requirements, you need to have a PC or a laptop or a phone that can support Parsec. Yes, Antplay at the moment is based on Parsec, but I've been in touch with the brand and they are working on an in-house developed app that will be more feature-packed and more easy to troubleshoot when there are issues. So again, that'll be coming in the future. But let's look at Antplay as it is right now. So as I said, you have a 50 megabits internet connection, and you will also need a really good internet connection to use this service on a laptop or a PC with inputs of your choice. So you could use your own keyboard, your own monitor, own mouse, headset, and things like that. But you'll need a good Ethernet connection or 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I do not recommend 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi if you're planning to game or do things that are more competitive, like FPS gaming. So that's that. And at the moment, it does not support high refresh rate gaming either. So those are some of the quirks that this service has right now. But talking about the positives of Antplay, you get a really fast internet connection for downloading and uploading things on the virtual machine. And the virtual machine is like a new PC that you just bought. So it's an empty desktop. You start fresh with a Windows installation, and you can download whatever you want. You can download your favorite softwares, your apps, your games, and log into your websites and stuff like that. And it's pretty safe. And again, you can do things that you would do on your normal PC, playing games, editing videos, doing whatever sort of work you have, even office work. And the advantage here is that it's a virtual machine and it can be accessed on any type of a device. It's a laptop, a PC, a phone, a tablet. It's available both on iOS, Mac, and Windows, so you're not platform bound. It is platform independent, and it's based on Parsec, which is a platform that has been here for a long time. So talking about my experience with Antplay, the logging in, the IP confirmation is all very smooth. You'll get an email as soon as you subscribe with your credentials. And talking about the pricing for the subscription, a 7-day starter plan on the cheaper PC, the 4-core one, will cost you 999 rupees, and a 7-day plan with the 8-core CPU will cost you 1999 rupees, so close to 2,000 bucks. But let's say you want to increase that to 15 days, you will have to pay more, and there is also a 30-day plan available, which happens to be the more value plan in my opinion. Buying the 30-day plan for the 4-core CPU will cost you 3,000 rupees, and the 30-day plan for the 8-core CPU with the RTX 3060 will cost you about 4,000 rupees. And yes, it is fairly priced in my opinion. Like for RTX 3060 system, a month for 4,000 rupees, in my opinion, is a good deal. Like imagine going to a cafe. Like most cafes these days will charge you about 80 bucks to 100, depending upon how many hours you play there. So let's say you go to a cafe for 2 hours a day, the monthly bill will be more than what you pay for Antplay. And this is your own desktop, so you're not bound by time. The internet is unlimited and you can use it whenever, wherever, and however you want. So that's the freedom that you get with Antplay. And I did a bunch of things. I tested it like I would test my PCs. So I started off with the basic things: documents, watching YouTube videos, browsing Google Chrome, just buzzing through the UI. Very smooth. Things that you should do when you get Antplay or anything with Parsec: you should turn on constant FPS, set your resolution to 1080p, and also move to H.265 rendering and put the encoder to NVIDIA instead of the CPU. And again, use it on full screen and you'll get the best experience. In my opinion, those are the best settings that work with Parsec for using a Windows desktop. And starting off with things that I did, browsing, moving through the UI was just like I would with my normal PC. Latency wasn't noticeable, there was no issues, there was no lags. And I also tried editing videos and doing a sample project in Photoshop. Editing and rendering out a 1080p footage for my channel was no problem. It did it in reasonable time, like an RTX 3060 and Core i5 PC would. So using the service for work, office work basically, again, PPTs, documents, is going to be no problem. You'll feel like you're doing it on your normal machine. And also doing things like video editing, photo editing, or designing, illustrating shouldn't be an issue either. And talking about gaming, I know that's what you guys are here for, that's what the title is about. Gaming can also happen, but there are certain quirks with Parsec at the moment. Yes, it does not support high refresh rate gaming. Antplay does not support high refresh rate gaming at the moment, so above 60 Hz is not available right now. So if you're planning to play competitive games and you really want that edge, every millisecond matters to you, it's probably not the service for you. But if you're planning to play esports titles like Rocket League, Dota 2, things like that, or story-based games like Control or GTA 5, those are totally possible. Even Cyberpunk runs very well on this PC with the RTX 3060 and the Core i5. But Cyberpunk, being Cyberpunk, has its issues, but that's a video for another day. But with my experience gaming, I played GTA 5 and stuff like that. There was no latency issues. Yes, there are lags here and there, some jitters here and there. You might face that, some connection issues, but that can all be sorted once their app is available. But right now with Parsec, it is how it is, but it's a good experience overall. So connecting to the PC is easy, using the PC is very easy, and you don't have to shut down. You just close Parsec and that's all. And as I said, the internet is very fast, so setting up your PC and getting started with downloading all your apps and stuff like that was really smooth as well. And for the nerds and the technical geeks out there who want a latency test, here it is. Here's the latency test in a game like Counter-Strike Global Offensive or CSGO. So alright, with the plans, the pricing, and the experience aside, how is Antplay? How is it as a service? How does it come across? What's the value? In my opinion, the pricing, is very reasonable, very fair for the subscription, of 1 month, and the specs you get are pretty good, and they can handle some good 1080p gaming, no problem. If you're planning to play story-based games, that is, 60 FPS kind of games, you will get a really good frame rate. And, that's pretty much it in my opinion. Like, there are some issues, but there's more good than there is bad in the service right now, and I totally recommend it. Links to Antplay will be in the description down below. Their website is www.antplay.tech, so you can check out the subscription and the pricing for yourself, how it works and everything like that. You can also contact them if you have any queries and request beta access at the moment if you want to try it out. But apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then go ahead and smash the like button, as well as subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about cloud gaming? Have you ever tried it? Are you going to get into it with the current overpriced GPU situation? Would you consider something like this? But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If it was helpful, again, you know what to do. But with that being said, my name has been Yusuf. You guys have been awesome. Stay awesome. Keep smiling. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.